Assalamu alaikum. Muslim travel girl here, Elena. Welcome to my second of my 30-day challenge. I will give you more seconds to people to come and join. I'm so excited to be here. I loved yesterday and we got so much great feedback. It's crazy. And I'm really excited to do that again today. I was actually looking forward to it and I'm like, oh, we already have a topic, which is traveling as non-Muslims. I am going to just give you more seconds for everyone to join. And then I'll do a quick introduction. I'll say what the 30-day challenge is again, and then start on with the topic. It's not going to be more than a few minutes, at maximum 10-15 minutes, depends on how many people we have today. So I am Elena. I'm the editor of the Muslim Travel Girl, the largest Muslim-friendly Western blog, helping Muslims travel the world in style without breaking the bank. I'm an international speaker, and we have been very fortunate to feature on Islam Channel, BBC, Business Travel Magazine, and some other amazing places. And we work with international companies. But my main and most important love affair is helping Muslims travel, helping Muslims exploring the world, because there's so many things we can see, and Allah created this world for us. So that's what I do. The 30-day challenge, which I am doing now, day 2 of the 30-day challenge, is that I challenge myself to create more videos. But the videos are loved, alhamdulillah. They've been viewed hundreds of times on YouTube, on my website, MuslimTravelGirl.com if you want to visit. But what happens is that I always take too long to prepare videos because I want it to be perfect. And nothing never is perfect. We should know that. But anyways, I can always press the button when I'm not recording live and be like, well, I can do that again. And then I can do that again and again and again. And it turns out 3 hours later for a 2-minute video. So I decided to do it live with you, to challenge myself for 30 days, answering questions that you have. And today's question comes from one of our viewers yesterday, that she asked us to talk about traveling in non-Muslim countries and praying in non-Muslim countries. So for this, I would really love you to participate. Let me know which is your favorite non-Muslim country. That is going to help me, because I'm going to check the comments. And it will also help everybody else watching after that to get some inspiration to travel to a non-Muslim country. So let's get started. There are 3 things I want to talk about when we talk on traveling to non-Muslim countries and praying in non-Muslim countries, because I know that many Muslims are struggling with the concept of actually praying and traveling to non-Muslim countries because of halal, because of how are they going to be perceived. We wear a scarf for women, you know, is it safe, especially with what's going on in the world. Sometimes it's, you know, it's scary. It's scary to travel as a Muslim, and you just want to feel comfortable in an environment, you know. So a lot of Muslims tend to go to Muslim countries. However, should we travel as Muslims? Let me know in the comments if we should travel as Muslims to non-Muslim countries. If, you know, what's your opinion on that? For me, I travel to a lot of non-Muslim countries. And one of the things I always get questions about is, how are you perceived? So I want to talk about how am I perceived as a Muslim when I travel to non-Muslim countries, and how I personally pray in non-Muslim countries. We discussed yesterday on the video, if you haven't seen it, about praying and traveling in Ramadan. And I said that Islam is a very easy religion. Like, literally, there's not an easy religion. You can travel, you can pray. We're encouraged by Islam to actually travel. So traveling makes us more multicultural, help us understand other people, other cultures, other religions. So we actually don't have all these crazy things happening in the world. So I tend to travel to non-Muslim countries, and I tend to travel to non-Muslim countries because every time we travel as a Muslim, we are a dawah. We are giving dawah to non-Muslims. I am a convert to Islam. I was not born Muslim, but I love it when I go and I can smile to someone and I can literally see that the perception they had about a Muslim totally changes. Because, you know, you go in, you respect their place, you learn about them, you make friendships, you have small chats with them, and literally that's the best form of dawah, because now they know that, hey, we're not, you know, we're not what we see on TV, we're just normal human beings. Manal says, I believe we should travel all over, not just Muslim countries. Yes, definitely. See Muslims interact and learn. So definitely, I always encourage my readers to go and travel to non-Muslim countries, because traveling to only Muslim countries is kind of restricting ourselves. There's so many beautiful places we can see that, you know, we're missing out otherwise. So, travel. And the other topic, the other aspect of the question was praying in non-Muslim countries, which is the best part. So, I have traveled to so many European countries, and I have not found one place where there is no one Muslim, there is no one mosque. Even where I am from, which is in Greece, there is no national mosque. However, there are very many small mosques because there's so many Muslims in Athens. And you can always pray there. They're unofficial mosques, but they're places to pray. However, we said that Islam is always so easy on us that you can actually pray in your hotel room. You don't have to pray in a mosque, especially when you're visiting and traveling and you want to explore. But Germany has mosques, Switzerland has mosques, France has mosques. There are mosques everywhere, and they're so easy to find. I publish them on my website on every destination I have. So if you want to visit MuslimTravel.com and you type a country, you will see where to eat, the places to see, and where to pray, because obviously there are important parts. But you also can just Google it, or you can just pray in your room and you can explore. Literally, I went to Italy in Bologna with my mom, and I booked our hotel. And I remember I was like, oh, are we going to find halal food? My mom is a non-Muslim, so she doesn't mind. But I was really curious because obviously I travel and I write about Muslims. So I didn't expect to see any Muslims. However, I walked out of my hotel in Bologna, and the first thing I saw is a Muslim and a halal shop in the middle of town. So literally, the perception we have in reality many times doesn't represent what is there. I am actually from Greece originally. So Tarish, sorry if I'm not saying your name correctly. I am originally from Greece. With regards to praying now, you can pray in the mosque, as we said. You can pray in your hotel room. I have prayed on bus stops, airport lounges, and that's outside. And most of the time, people are just curious. What do you do? You know, they can see I'm wearing a scarf, so they assume I'm a Muslim. But it's always really funny to see their reactions, because I have literally prayed in the middle of a bus station, not caring that they see me. And alhamdulillah, I haven't had problem. Majority of people, and I'm talking about traveling to safe countries. I'm not talking about traveling to countries where there are problems, political problems, or, you know, other things like this. But travel, that shouldn't stop you. And actually for the ladies and for the gents, one of my biggest things that I have when traveling is to pray in change rooms where you go shopping. Because sometimes you're in the middle of a city and you're exploring and you might not be able to find somewhere to pray. The easiest place to find is in a shop. Pick something and go into the change room and just pray. We all have the app where it shows you the direction of the Kaaba, and you can just pray there. And because we are combining prayers, it is so easy. Alhamdulillah, Islam is so easy. So definitely travel to Muslim countries, to non-Muslim countries, sorry. Travel to Muslim countries too, but travel to non-Muslims, and especially for those who are in Europe, there's so many places we can visit, and they're not Muslims, but The people are so lovely, they're so nice. And you should always remember that no matter where you go, you represent Muslims and you represent Islam. And traveling for many is a form of dawah as well, that you should definitely enjoy doing. I mean, you're meeting people, you're eating lovely food, and you're exploring what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has created for us. We are missing out if we're not traveling, to Muslim countries. So I would like to let me know in the comments, which one is your favorite non-Muslim country that you have been to? Comment in the box though. I'll tell you my countries, my top 2 favorite countries in Europe, but I would like to hear from you. So others of those people who are going to watch this video later on, get some inspiration so they can go as well. My top 2 countries in Europe with easy to find halal food, lovely people, and a lot of things to see and do. Number 1 by far has to be Malta. I think Malta is an awesome city to visit. It is very close from those who are in the UK or from those who are, in the Middle East or around or elsewhere in Europe. You can find halal food, you can find a mosque, you can find private villas, so you can have a lovely space and privacy. Yes, inshallah, Narish. Kerala is on my list to go. I was meant to go 2 years ago. I didn't, but definitely, I know it's a beautiful, beautiful place. I've heard so many nice things, and it is in my top places to visit as well. So the second country that I have to say that I really like, and it is in Europe, that is so hard. You know what? It will be England. Because, England has a large Muslim populations. Hello, I'm from England. And we have mosques, we have halal places, we have nice people, and majority of British people who are non-Muslims, they're nice. But even England and the United Kingdom as a whole, we are so multicultural. There's so many cultures, there's so many languages. So definitely UK and London. So if you haven't been to London, definitely visit London as well. But now I totally agree. Athens is my city, and Manhattan, definitely. I like Manhattan as well. It's a nice place, and I didn't expect it to be so Muslim friendly either. I mean, there's so many places, the halal guys, you can even find them on every corner, which is brilliant. So Athens, Manhattan, there's so many other places. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna visit Kerala. I'm not gonna visit any other one, Tarish. Jazakallah khair for that. I'm just gonna go to Kerala, inshallah. Any other ones? Any other cities that you might have? Definitely let me know. But let me sum up. Traveling as a Muslim in non-Muslim countries and praying. Always travel. Islam encourages traveling. And also, you shouldn't be afraid that because you're wearing a scarf or because you cover yourself that you can't travel. Majority of European cities are multicultural and they're nice, and you should definitely visit, and you should definitely travel more, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created this world for us, and we shouldn't be scared or apprehensive. We are giving a form of dawah, and as a form of dawah, we should always mind how we represent Islam, how we represent ourselves, and be polite. But that should not stop you, because it actually breaks barriers. So we will have less people believing that Muslims are crazy and do all these crazy things. Juliana, you're going to London? Yes, I like London. So enjoy London, mashallah. I really like it. Take a bike while you're in London and just bike around the city. It's really nice, and in Hyde Park. Oh, inshallah. Yeah, definitely Kerala. Thank you so much, guys, for joining. And I think that's it. The last part is prayer. Prayer, you can pray anywhere. I mean, you're gonna always go and find places and mosques in the different cities you're visiting, but even praying in your hotel room should not stop you from seeing what is actually available there and learning about different cultures. So that is for today. If you have any ideas about what topics would you like me to cover, comment them below. I will add them to the list. I already have a few more questions, so I will add them to the list every day at 8 o'clock p.m. time, UK time. We will be live for 5-10 minutes depending, and just discuss a travel topic or a travel questions you have. I have received thousands of questions on the blog, MuslimTravelGirl.com, but I thought that that's a better way of actually talking and answering those questions. Don't forget to subscribe to the notifications. I have no idea where they are, but subscribe so you can get a notification when the video is live. I would appreciate if you like the page and you can share it with your friends, inshallah, so they can as well benefit. Until next time, which is tomorrow at 8 o'clock, Assalamu alaikum.